Well, a good creative director should be extremely charismatic, extremely proud of his work and role, extremely serious, extremely calm and patient, very good in handling situation and managing people. It has to be also very inspiring, always. Never show the face of somebody who doesn't know what to do, never. But this is about leadership. I mean, it's not only about being a creative director, of course. And then have a very good reputation. I make my own case. I'm the only creative director in Italy, executive creative director, who won more than 10 Lions in Cannes. I won 18. 18 for an Italian creative guy, it's unbelievable. Like if Ghana will win 3 times the ice hockey championship. I mean, it's unbelievable. This brings to me, or give to me, a big credibility. And this is crucial, of course, and not only about myself in this country. There are many other creative directors, very good, very skilled, with many awards. If you have this means that you have an international reputation, which is crucial in a country which is not famous for good creative work in the world. I think that in the Gann report, Italy is always number 18, 19, 20, 21, something like that. And I mean, this is very important. It's like for a coach of a football team, how many Champions League he won. I mean, if he won a lot of Champions Leagues, he is somebody. Even if he was not a good player, who cares? Then what do you need? You need discipline, and you need also to be skilled in finance, because when the finance director will start telling you, you have to fire 2 creative teams, we don't hire the new digital guy because we don't have the money. You need to know what a company cost is. So as you see, it's very difficult. And then you have to be a good actor, because when you present to clients, you have to convince them. And if you're not good in presenting, all what is on the table will be wasted, because he will not approve, he will not tell you the right information. So it can become a real waste of time for the agency, not only for you and the clients, of course. So you have to be at least 5 people in one body. The digital revolution has obliged the creative directors to know a lot more than a normal creative director used to know 5 years ago, 10 years ago. So you need to know a lot of things. Let's say, use another sports metaphor. It's like not competing in one single discipline, but in the decathlon. So immediately you don't have just to run, you have to swim, shoot, dance, sing, whatever. So this is something that have changed our life, and especially have changed the need of capabilities and knowledge that we need to have in our brains. Because if you are talking to a 21 guy, fantastic in digital, in gaming and so on, you have to understand what he's saying and explain to him what you need. And at the same way, maybe you're talking with a 52 copywriter, very experienced, very good. He can write a book better than you will ever be able to, and you have to understand what he's saying. So it's like talking to kids and to grandfathers at the same time. You know what language you have to use with them. Yeah, if you consider also how many touch points you have to work on, and different medias and instruments you have, you don't work on just a commercial or a billboard. You work at least on 6, 7 medias, different medias, and of course they have to work all together. So this means that when you have an idea, you have to imagine this idea spread almost everywhere. So if it's a commercial, you have to work on the print, on the radio, on the web, or maybe it can become a video game, whatever. So your brain has to think in a different way, absolutely. And the physical amount of work you have to do is huge. And the mental amount of work is 10 times what it was at the beginning, when Bill Berber and David Ogilvy were our masters, let's say. basically the work is as it was at the beginning. We need one idea, or at least one idea. So basically it's like football. It was 11 people and a ball. It's still 11 people and a ball, but it's a lot more complicated and faster. Our work is the same. So we need an idea, big, small, probably big is better than a small one, but we have to start from an idea. And of course, the sooner this idea comes, the better it is, because you need a lot of time to develop this idea. So it's not only about having an idea, but having an idea fast, almost in real time sometimes. It is very hard. It is very hard because if it works perfectly on TV, maybe we would not be good in digital. If it's fantastic in digital, maybe too small for being a fantastic commercial or a series of commercials. So let's call it balance or compromise, which sound a lot worse, of course. But you have to find the right balance between the effectiveness and the creative level in every box. I don't want to sound arrogant, but it's very rare that I'm out of inspiration, because like I live like a sponge, so I'm so curious about everything. I'm so full of information, images, colors. It's very difficult. I stand in front of a sheet of paper with my pen just like in coma. It doesn't happen. If it happens, I go to the cinema, art shows, read a book, or magazines, like even the most stupid magazines, because they have images, words, and when you read a title, you see an image. It doesn't matter if it's something about high culture or horrible gossip. It makes the brain start to work again. Maybe synapses will come in 2 seconds, 2 minutes, it will happen. So my trick is magazines, just in case of alarm or red alarm. When you face difficulties, you need to find something inside yourself. So this is creativity. Look in yourself for something that is not there at the moment. Maybe it's hidden somewhere. It's creativity, it's exploration. Okay, maybe it's better if we call it exploration, not creativity. But to explore, it's a very creative act, of course. So I think we need to do this. Otherwise we will not survive, or we will get so sad, we will stay at home watching horrible soap operas. And also famous artists were working when their life was shit, or when they have big problems. I adore Jackson Pollock. Jackson Pollock invented the dripping or the body art, or reinvented, because somebody like Indians used to do it before him. In a moment of his life where he was desperate, with no money at all. And this unbelievable energy started to come out from his body and mind. And look what he did. He died because he was a bit mad and with some problems of alcohol and so on. But he was a genius. And through desperation somehow, through difficulties, he found a way to come out from that, producing an act of creativity which is still unbelievable. Jackson Pollock is quoted like $140 million a few days ago. Of course, money is not the only way to express the quality, of course. But this means that market is appreciating something that came out many years ago from desperation, and from the search of a man in something that could save him somehow. It's more difficult because Jackson Pollock was alone with his paint, and we are not alone with our paint. We have a client almost every minute there asking for something else. The media giving us 30 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, nothing. Let's go on the digital, switch on the digital. Yes, but our target is also classic. So I mean, difficulties are hundreds. But the mental approach, in my opinion, should be the same. Italy is not well known as a fantastic country for advertising creative work. When friends ask me why you're so good in food, design, fashion, cinema, sometimes because we were very good in cinema. Now we have 2, 3 very good directors, and also in like scenario and music we are very good. Why in advertising you are not so good? My explanation, I hope it's a good one, is because in the media business Italy is not a fantastic country. We don't have a fantastic television, we don't have fantastic magazines, we don't have fantastic newspapers. So whenever people try to work on media in Italy, we don't fail because it's a very successful business, but the standard, the level, is not a high quality level. This is my only, it's not an explanation, it's just a picture of what I think is going on. But anyway, another example I always say is, imagine you are a hockey player, ice hockey player, but you're born in Ghana. You don't have the ice, you have the sand. So you maybe are damn good, but you should move to Switzerland, Canada, other countries. And in Italy, because of this culture problem about the media business, even if you have a big talent, after 2, 3, 4 years, you are not trained to express your best talent. It's like in a kitchen, you're a fantastic cook, but you're not allowed to experiment. You just have to cook hamburgers or just apple pie. Okay, you can achieve the best quality in hamburgers, but hamburgers are hamburgers. In Italy, we just reach from 0 to 10, level 6, sometimes 7, and that's it. In UK, in the States, certain part of States, in Latin America, in other countries, if you are a great talent, you move straight forward and maybe you can reach it to 10. David Droga will never have the chances he has working abroad in Italy. Being David Droga, of course, same brain, same talent. I met him when I was for second time in the jury in Cannes. He was my president, so I met him, I talked to him. He's great, of course, but put David Droga here and he will become normal. Put somebody from here in New York, maybe he will become not David Droga for sure, because you need to be a genius, but he will become a very good creative director, better than what it was in Italy. It's a matter of opportunities. Be multitask. Be copy, art, planner, digital, maybe also an account, because account means to know how to talk to a client. And the client is the money, and the money is the starting point of this domino effect. So be multitask and exercise your talent, hopefully if you have one, every day. And after 5 years, if you succeed or you just know you're in a position where maybe in a few years you will succeed, stay there. Otherwise, change. Have and always have a B option. Plan B is needed. Poet, cook. Maybe your father is rich. This is a very easy plan B. But have a plan B and be multitask. And dedicate 5 years in trying seriously. After 5 years, or you fail, or you know you can go on. I would be a farmer and a poet. And you know why? Because the farmer milks cows and the poet milks his soul. So I'm a milker. I've done everything I wanted, but there's a lot more to do, I think. What I've done up to now in a better way, or with different people, on different brands. And especially these times that are so tough and so some way desperate, because everybody is sad and very worried. I think that this is the moment where courage and a bit of craziness has to be put on the ground. And this is something that excites me. I hate to be in a way satisfied and bored. I eat stimulus. I need to do something new and different. Maybe the same thing like I did yesterday in a different way. Same football match with a different hat, whatever. Something has to change.